Hey folks, it's Frithgar. Hey, how you doing? Welcome back to Stappenbach here in Farming Simulator 17. We have got a slight issue with these cows. I'm not quite sure what's going on with them, but it keeps telling me that they're on 16% health. Well, they were on 14% health and they've gone up to 16. I don't know what's going on with that, because I thought that only dropped down when these were empty. And I mean, the grass is nearly empty, but that should only be 20%, so in theory, that should only drop down to 80%, even when the grass is completely gone. So, yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on there. We want to be able to do our harvest. And the slight problem with this is that it's due to rain. Hang on. I'll tell you what, let's skip through the night a minute. We want to go Alt-N and skip until dawn. There we go. Now, we should, in theory, be able to do the harvest right now, but as you can see, the rain has come. So it is ready to harvest up there. The potatoes that we've got, they're also ready to harvest over there. There's several other crops that are not yet ready. But yes, this whole issue with the rain is definitely not going to make it any easier for us. Let's go back and have a look at the cows and see what they're doing now. Grass has run out completely and health has gone up to 19%, so I'm not quite sure what that's all about. Milk there is 13,000 litres. It does look like milk doesn't empty by itself. It does look like we have to go and actually do the milk. Which means, yes we are, we're going to need to get something to take the milk away. And that would be the milk sell point right there. So we're going to need to move this milk, sell it, and then come back with the tanker. Now, our options in here, I do believe I have got, yes I do, the road train pack. The reason we want this one is because it's got this trailer right here, and this one takes milk. That little symbol right there, that's the one we're after. So we can take this one, 76,000 if we'd go and buy it outright, or we could lease it. I'm thinking that it would be better if we went and bought this one. We do need something to pull it. Now, we could do that with a tractor and a dolly. We've done that plenty of times before, and it would fit the general feel of the map that we've got going. Did I have another trailer? I know I've got this trailer. I'm not sure if I kept the other big trailer. I don't think I did I? I think I left that big trailer. I left it. I think I got rid of it. Yes, I did. I got rid of the other trailer. So we've got this trailer here. That one's no good. I'm going to need a dolly. If I'm going to do this with a tractor, the reason that I'm considering doing this with a tractor is because the tractor is actually going to be close enough. Because the milk cell is just there in town, so we don't have very far to go to the milk cell point. It's just that we've got to find the milk cell point. Now, we've got great demands for hay pellets and for corn. We don't have any grain in storage on this map. You don't start with grains in storage. So, yeah, we're going to need to get... I'll tell you what, we'll go and buy the tanker, and we'll do this with a tractor. I'll tell you... Ooh, there's another thing that I'm thinking of. This one we can leave. We'll leave that. Leave you. Oh, there's the dolly. Well, there's one dolly. I've got one dolly there. I was just looking at this and seeing if maybe this one would take the articulated trailers, but no, I don't think it will. I don't think that's going to be an option on those. I'm going to get a different one for the trailers, and... I was actually thinking I could use this Xerion up here to tow the milk. Because I've got to move this one back out the way anyway. Alright, we'll use this one. I'll get the milk. We need to keep fast-forwarding time until the crops have dried out. Because we can't do any combining until those crops have dried out. So there's not a lot that we can do other than the milk until we're ready to start harvesting. Here we go. The ground has dried out. We no longer have the symbol for wet crops, which means that we can also start our harvest. We can start doing the combining. I'm going to get the milk tanker first, and I'm going to sell some milk, and we're going to see if we can make a fortune out of that. There is different times of the year that you get more money for milk. If you do Alt-S for seasons, you go to this menu, and then we go into here, and you can scroll down, and you should be able to... Oh, I thought it told us what we got for milk. Compost there. Compost is rather low at this time of year. Oh no, that's empty pallets. Compost, calc. Is that slurry? I think so. Right, and we've got hay and straw pellets. Pigs, they get a lot cheaper in the autumn, pigs do. And then sheeps. So we could buy sheeps now. Wow. Okay, the cows are actually really low at the moment. Normally, in the middle of summer is the best time to buy cows. But there's no milk on here. This surprises me. It doesn't tell you... It tells you what the... Well, I suppose... Really, it's not going to tell you the milk, because it's not normally something that is actively sold. The milk is just sold at midnight each time. And you make your money through that. Right, so we want tanker B right there, and the hot pink. We can have the hot pink if we want. This is an extra colour, and it does look very good. I've used hot pink before, and I like the hot pink trailer. I must admit, I do like having the hot... I think we're going to go for it. We're going to go for the hot pink trailer. So we've got the standard. You've also got a rear trailer hitch if you want. I don't think we'd actually need that, so we can save 700 euros on that. We'll set up wide tyres standard. We're not going to be taking this one into a field. So rim colour, that's also going to be hot pink. And then generic fuel decal. And no, this isn't going to be fuel. We've got Mobil, BP, Caltex, Shell. We'll leave that on there because we're not actually using milk. So we can show two-tone, no fill, two-tone and fill. We'll leave it like that, I think. Okay, buy this one for 76,000 euros. There. Back out of there. And now we're going to need a dolly to go with it. And we can get this one here, the CRT dolly that goes with this set. And I'm hoping that one will actually work well with this tanker. It may not. We may end up having some problems with it, but we'll see. And that is also going to be hot pink. There we go. Looking good. That is looking absolutely fabulous. There we go. Right, so we want to take you and bring you on round. It would be slightly faster with the Fendt 1050. And yes, I can go and change that one. People have actually told me what I need to go and alter in the mod so it doesn't default to inside the cab every time. I don't know why people do that with mods. Yeah, you know, there's a lot of mods that are really, really good. But why would you force a particular play style? There's something I don't get. Is, you know, jumping into the cab, having it in cab is forcing a particular play style. And I can understand you wanting people to look at, you know, different aspects of your mod. And, okay, this one has got a really poor turning circle on the... Is that the tractor, or is that the... I don't know if that's the tractor or if that's the dolly, but it does seem to be a particularly poor turning circle on that dolly. I hope we can get round. We're going to need to be able... Well, I suppose I was going to actually reverse it up, wasn't I? So, hopefully it'll be alright. We'll bring this one up here, and we will get the milk. Once we've loaded the milk... And then we found the milk sell point. Well, actually, it should be fairly simple. It should just be the animal, like the animal dealership place. I think it's all in there. So once we've sold the milk, we will then be getting a combine. Now, I've got all of this machinery in the yard, which is going to make this maneuver a little less easy. Should be able to do it, though. I'm confident that I can mess this up as well as I can mess everything else up. I'm also hoping that I've got the right one. This is going to be awkward if this isn't the actual... I tell you what, having the four-wheel steer on this particular shunting task is invaluable. This does make this job considerably easier. Right, we go to there, and we need to start loading. Yes, this is the one. Loading with milk. And, oh, that is beautiful. Look, we have actually got matching pipes to go with it. Look at that. Matching pipes, farm fresh milk. There we go. I love this. I absolutely love this. I just don't like that there's tyres in the way because you can't see the farm fresh milk bit. But there we have it. Farm fresh milk. That is absolutely cool. Now we got to just find where it goes. And yeah, like I said, I'm pretty sure it's the actual dealership place where we've already got a tractor. Oh, no, we've got the tractors over here. That's, that one there, that's country trade. No, we want the milk sell point over here. This is on the other side of the map. I'm going to need to bring it... I think I need to go down through the town and get to the crossroads. That's not a crossroads there, is it? Or is it? Is that a road that goes... No, that's like a footpath out there. So it's this one in here that we want to go to. So I could go down to there and then turn right in the middle of the town. And then we should be able to get there without any problems. So let's head up this way. 14,768 litres of milk. I can't remember... this time of year, in early autumn, I don't think you get a great deal of money for milk in the first place, which is not ideal. It would be better if we could get more money for our milk. I think that you get the most money for milk in early spring. I think spring is the best time for milk. But, I mean, don't quote me on that. I've probably got that completely wrong. Oh, well, that's just great. I'm going to get down there, and there's... loads of cars coming up who all want to come this way. Of course they do. Of course they all want to come this way. Why would they possibly want to go any other way? We're going to be here a while. There is lots of cars coming up. There's another one. How is there so many cars going around this loop? Look at them. Are they literally just driving around in one continuous circle? Go away. Go away. I'm coming through here. No, I'm not. No. I'm absolutely not coming through here at all, am I? These cars are very, very pushy. And I don't think I've got any chance of being able to get through here at all. I can force it back like that. Let's come around this... Okay, that's, it didn't like that. Because it danced it out like that, I'm now unable to move. First thing we're going to do is get rid of this traffic. Okay, that's the first thing we're going to need to do. Traffic off. Right. That's going to make it a bit easier. But, no, it kind of danced me round a little bit, and now I'm stuck up on there, and... You seen it jump me, didn't you? You seen it sort of leap me up into the sky. There's not a lot that you can do about that. It's going to let me down. Yes, yes, yes! Yes! I did it! I did it! Sheer skill, that was. Sheer, unadulterated skill. So, we cannot go that way, which means we're going to want to turn ourselves round, go back into the middle of town, and try this one again. So let's come here and that field there is quite easy to use. Okay, we'll try turning the traffic back on. I like having the traffic here. It does present some interesting challenges. We may not necessarily leave it on all the time though. So now we can go back into town. We don't want to try and turn down there. We need to go the other way round. And the big question is, can we actually do this? Because if we can't do this, what we are going to have to do instead is take the... what are we going to have to do instead? We're going to have to take the... Oh, you're coming up there. Right, I need to come out round here. I should have just gone straight. If I'd gone straight and then turned off down here, I would have been a lot better off. We're going to have to take the tractor and the dolly off, and instead of using the tractor and the dolly on this, we're going to need to use just a lorry. If we just have a lorry, a truck on the tanker, we'd probably be able to maneuver it a little bit easier than we can using this one, and I think that might be the way forward. We'll see. Let's get in here. It's the milk sell point. I'm hoping that we can get round in a loop on this, because the milk cell isn't this bit right here, is it? Milk cell... See, there is a gateway there. Oh, actually, we could come up along the back road there. We can fit on here. And what is this? Is this somewhere that I can buy fertilizer? We can sell potatoes and that, but is that like a fertilizer purchase point there? Apparently not. I can't even get underneath it. I wish they wouldn't have... That's like a loose sock there on the end of an auger. That you wouldn't have that as a solid point. That's where we got to sell the milk. Is that point there, but it's whether I can even get out of here afterwards is going to be the tricky part. So we go to here, and there we can sell. Right, we are making money. Making vast sums of money. And there is our selling. Look at that. Look at it. Let me get rid of that. See if we can have this as a photo. There's a photo op if ever there was one. And there our milk is sold. 10,600 for our milk. We had 18,000 litres. That's not too bad. I mean, yes, it's going to take a little while to pay for the tanker, but we will eventually be able to do it. Of course, I'm not going to be able to get this tanker out of here. Absolutely no way it's going to back round that corner, and I'm probably going to end up being hopelessly stuck in here anyway. So, it would appear that the tractor and the dolly is not a practical application of this. And it also seems a little bit odd that a large-scale area like this would have a milk cell, a milk factory that is so difficult to get to. But I can actually believe that, because I've seen some pretty awkward places to get to, because they built these things many years ago, before stuff like this was actually needed, before you needed the massive great big space like this. And then after building it, then they sort of thought, oh, hang on a minute, we need to be able to get bigger machines. Yeah, that's not happening there. Now it's stuck on that as well. We're not having much luck with it. We are going to have to go and get a truck to do this in the future. So what we'll do, we're not going to sell the milk tanker or anything, but we will get it unhitched. We'll put it somewhere. We'll probably take it back to the yard. We'll get it unhitched. And we can sell the dolly. If we just sell that dolly, we don't need to worry about selling anything else. I tell you what, though. I could just bring it here. I could just leave... I'll leave it there. I'll unhitch that one there. The tractor can go. We can take this dolly back. We don't need this one. We're going to want something to tow our combine. Not the Well, I was thinking we'd want something to tow the combine, but hopefully we'll be able to use the combine to tow the header itself. We'll take this one back, and then we can see about buying our combine, because the next thing that we want to do today is get started on our harvest. So we'll just return that one for full sale value. Excellent. And now we can come back over to the shop and we can see about our combine. So, what are we going to want? We're probably going to want the Leguan Quattro right there. These are the ones, they're all part of different mods. So that's actually all part of the Xerion stuff. So we want to go, right, it's the Rosselmash combine, the modded one that we wanted to get. Now, this one is actually very similar to the one, the base game one, isn't it? Is there a base game one? Oh, okay. There isn't. Yes, there is. I'm looking right at them. The Torum 760 right there is 12,000 litres. That one is 9,000 litres. So the modded one is actually part way between. This is the one that Giants themselves gave out. 10,500 litres, part way between the two. 360 horsepower, and it should be a reasonably compact machine. I'm hoping that we can do all of the harvest in one go. So we've got wide tyres or standard. I'm going wide tyres on this one. I think it might be quite cool to try and do that. Take you. Okay, and then back out of there. And then we want to go to the next one, and we need the header. And this header is going to be up through past the class ones, and it is... Here we go. That one right there. This is the Draper Stream 900, a 9-meter header, does 10k in the field, and does your standard crops. No options, 45,000 to buy that one. Does it say, it doesn't ever say what trailer it needs. I find the header trailers to be slightly frustrating in this game. Usually the main problem is that you can't pick the headers off the trailer. There's a huge issue with not being able to pick the trailers, the headers off the trailers. So we go there, and just a minute. What colour is the combine? The combine is it grey or is it white? It's grey. That is definitely a grey, but I'm glad I stopped myself, because I don't actually need it's a Draper, and the Draper ones, of course, Draper headers, that's one of the things about them, isn't it? They have their own header on them. I want to do that. Switch you off. Come out of there. And then we're going to trot over here. So we've got the Draper header, which is absolutely awesome, because it means that we don't need to get a header trailer for this header, which I'm thrilled to bits about. And yes, this one does have a rear hitch. Some of the combines don't have a rear hitch. It's a little bit frustrating, because then you've got to get something else to drag the head around while you're trying to scurry around the fields. And it is so much easier if you can use the combine. Although in real life, we used to just cut the hitch off the combine, because we always used to leave the only place where I actually used the combine. They used to cut the hitch off because it would hang down ever so slightly, and then it could catch up on the straw if you were going over, on the headlands and stuff. It was absolute nuisance, and most of the places we went, you wouldn't have been able to pull the header along behind you anyway, because there wouldn't have been enough room to turn properly. It would have just caused problems. So yeah, we didn't use it. We never used it. This particular feature. I've never driven a combine with a header attached to it. Not once in all of my short, fat, scruffy life. Now, we bring that one up to there. Like so. Unhitch. We can turn those beacons off. We're going to start unfolding this combine. Bring that one up. And around we go. Hitch this one on. There's a lot of detail on this head. Let's just stop a second and have a look at this header on the back. There seems to be more detail on this one than there is on most of the other mods. Like the standard stuff is. I feel actually that this particular header and combine is, I mean, it's one of the later ones that they've made, isn't it? And we know that the quality of their models is, Giants in general, the quality of their models is pretty good. It is pretty spectacular. There's no denying that. And I do feel that it's kind of an indication of things to come. You look at some of this stuff, and it's kind of an indication of just how good things is going to be in FS19. And oh, I can't wait for FS19. The mission system that they're talking about that they've just released in the latest dev blog, it is looking spectacular. Everything looks amazing in that game. It really does. It's absolutely fantastic. And I can't wait for it. Now, I want to do that, and I want to make sure that we're going round in a circle, and we are indeed going to the left side out, that is. And there we go. Right. I think the only thing left to do is start up. So I want to go... Nope. I didn't actually want to do that. I want to go like that, and then start up like that. Now. Oh, have we got the straw being left behind? Yes, we do. That's what we wanted, because we're going to need to do some baling after this. Okay, so field detection is 5 hectares there. Now, has it actually detected this as one solid field, or has it not? The straw kicks back a long way on the back of this one, but I love the little Draper header. It's actually quite cool that the Draper do actually have a smaller header as well. I don't know why. This pleases me immensely that there is a smaller Draper header and that we're actually able to use it. Go on, go right the way through. Just keep going. Yes, excellent. It's going to class this as one field. That is brilliant. I'd have been a bit disappointed if it hadn't, because it had already done that with everything else. So we've got one big field here that we can go all the way around. I just realised there's a bit of a dodgy patch on my voice sound. I don't know how bad it is. I may have just chopped a large chunk out of this. If I have chopped a large chunk, we've gone and bought the Roxel Mash and the Draper 900. It's a proper Draper header, and we've driven it up here. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how I'm going to get around that bit. If it is an issue, we'll have to wait and see. Why are you stopped? What? Oh, it's... No, it shouldn't be. There shouldn't be a field ownership issue here. What are you doing? Okay, that's a very peculiar thing. Why did it do that? That is a very odd thing for it to do. To just back out and go back in like that. That is a very, very peculiar thing for it to do. Maybe it didn't like how far it had gone or something. I don't really know. Anyway, we need to head over here now to you, and we need to go and get that trailer back, which is in the AR frame mount. There is a link in the description down below for this whole set that I've got here, the saddle track plus all of these implements. And I want that one there. There are no upgrades, so we're going to buy that one for 38,200. We have just about run out of money, but we've got everything we need. So what I'm hoping is, where is it? It's there. How did I miss that? I could have sworn that I wasn't looking at that just now. I could absolutely have sworn that I wasn't looking at that trailer just now. It wasn't there. You do have to be very accurate to get these hitched on to the back of this saddle track. If you're even a little bit out, it doesn't come up with the hitch option. It does come in quite tight. But I do absolutely love the actual saddle track feature. It's brilliant. It really, really is. It's absolutely wickedly cool. So we're going to bring this one up here, and we want to get harvest done. Once we've done the harvest up here, we've got baling that we want to do, and we're going to try and put quite a bit of the straw from this harvest into... I was wondering if I'd be able to get round, but I don't think I will. We're going to have to just chase it all the way around the field. I was hoping that once we've done this, we can do a bit of baling, and I'm not sure how much baling we'll do. Maybe we'll go and get the big baler, not the big baler, the big rake, and rake the... like 2 rows into one. I think it'd probably be 2 rows into one. Then run around with the baler. We use the same baler, the big pack, because that one goes considerably faster than anything else we can get our little mitts onto. And ooh, now what's he done? Right, he's actually gotten stuck there on the corner on the tree, which is going to work out quite nicely for us. Except that I got a feeling that that combine is not going to be able to reach inside this trailer. So I'm going to bring that one back. Yeah, it's just got hung up on that tree, which is one slight issue that we do have with this one. That's going to come out there, and our master plan is utterly ruined by the fact that this one doesn't fit underneath. Or I don't think it does. Let's have a look. Does it fit? It does. Oh, it sort of fits, but I gotta... It's going to be too low, and so it's not going to let me put the stuff in. We're going to have to go and get a regular tractor and trailer, aren't we? It doesn't have an unload option, does it? Pipe... No, yes it... I see. I had to come a little bit further back. There'll be something on the actual mod itself with the... where you can put it in. It might also be that the pipe was too low in the trailer for it to work. So this trailer is good, but it's a little bit high off the ground to work effectively with this system, with this combine and everything. So what I'm thinking is we might do a changeover on this. I'll let the combine do what it's going to do. We'll let this one unload a second. Put that one away, and I'll bring this one back out a bit, like this. And I can turn that one off, and then I should just be able to press H, and it should start up again. AI vehicle extension, and it should just go straight into here, and this time carry on and not have any issues. Right, so you're going to go and do that. While you're doing that, I'm going to take this one, and I've now got a different plan, because this is too high for that combine, and we don't want to be using something that doesn't fit the combine properly, because it's just not going to fit the map. And it's not something you do. You wouldn't wedge the auger on top of a trailer. And so it's not something that we can do either. So we're going to bring this one in round here, drive like crazy, and drive onto the crop, which we really shouldn't have done because this is seasons, and so we've got crop destruction on full. So we've just lost a bit of our crop there. That wasn't a particularly smart move. It's alright though. We will be okay. We can carry on down through here. This is just going to make me feel seasick. If I keep doing that, it's just going to make me feel queasy and seasick. So we'll rush this down here like this. And I think we've got a choice. We can either drop it in this one, or we can put it in the one over there. I think we've got 2 choices. Right, if I bring it to there. Okay, that one's not an option. I don't know what that is. Oh, maybe that's hay. Maybe that's a hay thing. Could be. Helper L is blocked by an object. Let's go and rescue Helper L again. Helper L is struggling a bit. What was that one? There. Oh, it's up here. Why is the compost mass not working? I've run out of fuel on here again, haven't I? No, I haven't. I've got 100,000 litres of compost over here. Just run back over this side a minute. Is that going to... You've actually got to go all the way up onto the compost master to get the little pop-up. There it is. We've still got a bit of fuel and we've got a bit of other stuff, but we've got 100,000 litres of compost, so we can't do anything with that. No, it's you here, and I see what you've done. You tried to get round the corner. You weren't able to quite do it, and instead of, you know, using the reverse and doing this properly, using your brain, using the brain that you were born with, you decided to just give up and go home. So we've got someone else here on the job now. Tilly. She's called Tilly, and Tilly is a much better driver than the last person that was here. He was utterly useless and just, yeah, he gave up the first hurdle. She's made us ton of stuff, so I'm hoping that she's actually going to be able to finish this job for us completely, although she might struggle just up there to get round that little corner. Is she going to struggle to get round that little corner? It doesn't look like it. It looks like Tilly has got this job in hand and is coping absolutely wonderfully with it all. There's one little stone. Oh, no, go Tilly, go! Don't get stuck. Tilly failed. Tilly couldn't cope either. It appears that we don't have anybody of reasonable caliber here. Gone up against there. Yes, the next person who's come along, who is this? This is Tilly's sister. No, it's not. I thought it was Tilly's sister. It's actually Tilly. She just went home to get changed. Yeah, she wasn't wearing her lucky grey shirt. That's why it didn't work. So she's going to carry on now. She's going to do that, and we're going to go back over here. So we need to tip this grain into that point right there, and then we're going to make some changes around here. There's one change in particular that I'd like to do. It's one that I'm looking forward to. Before we can go and tip, you're going to come over here and... Wouldn't you? I'm sure you've got to. Activate farm silo system. I've activated. There. Right. I've activated the farm silo system. Now what? Now I can open door. Like that. I don't know if it's supposed to stay active or not. I don't know what the active bit is. I've seen these before, but I'm not entirely sure how to go about using them. It might just be the active bit is just for unloading? I don't really know. I can't fit in there properly anyway, but I can back up to it, so I can at least start unloading there. And we're going to put our few thousand litres of grain into there. Job done. We've now got some in storage, and if I jump out of here a second and we'll go back in here and have a look, we got 9,336 there in storage. Now this I don't think will show. Does it show up on here? It doesn't show up on here though, so I'm not sure where the actual farm silo is for it to be stored. So this one seems to be a separate unit that is not to do with the rest of the map. Next on the list, we're going to bring this one down here, because this is too big, it doesn't fit, so we'll take it to this point right here. And we'll go to here, and then we will sell that trailer there for 38,200. And then we will also sell this one for 256,501 euros. I got to repair it first. 44 euros to repair, and then sell. Right. That one has gone. We no longer own it. Which means we need a new tractor, and the new tractor that we're going to buy is one that we haven't actually used, I don't think, in any series. I've got a feeling we haven't used it, so that's the one there that we've just been using as part of the pack. That one there is the one that is the modded one in the actual game through the mod hub. This is the one that's got the link down below. If you want to be able to use the bits on the back, you need to use this one with the link down below, not the Xerion saddle track one there that is in the mod hub. How powerful is... Oh, it's 295. This is not particularly powerful. Right, so we've got the Terra variant 600 Eco over here. It's a 598 horsepower. We can have narrow twins or standard wheels. We are going to go 3,200 for narrow twins. We want the standard anyway, so we're going to go for those. I'm going to buy that one at 249,000, and I'll back out of there. And then I want to go to, not tippers, auger wagons. and it's this one right here. We've got that grain tank there. Select and buy that one at 45,000 back. And then there's one more that I want, we haven't used. There's other grain auger wagons that we haven't used here. So we've now got an option. We can go for just one of these standard tippers here. We could go for a slightly different. That one there, I really like this Vicini one. It's really, really big. But I even though it's absolutely huge and probably oversized, I still really like it. It's a very cool trailer, so I'm actually thinking I'd like to go for that one. But I've only got 32,000, and that's our absolute limit. It's 32 grand, because I don't think I'm allowed to get any more money. Oh yes, I can. I can borrow a bit more. Right. Let's go. Let's borrow a little bit more like that, and then I want to go. No, I don't want to do that. I want to go this way, and we can go back into tippers. So we've either got to go and get a truck, because we need one for the milk. So we could have a truck, and then we could have a trailer to go with it. But that's going to cost us a fortune, so we'd have to lease one at the moment. We can't afford to buy one. Or we just go for a tipper, and we put this one onto the Xerion saddle track. Because the auger wagon that I have just picked up, you can't actually use that one for going backwards and forwards, and that's the only issue. It's the only problem I've got with this one. Right, I can jump into here. This auger wagon here doesn't actually have any kind of tip facility, which is the bit that I'm holding against it. I don't like that, so we may end up not using this at all. I just wanted to try it out, though, because we've never used this. I just wanted to try it out. It does kind of feel a bit useless, and also there's not a lot of ground clearance on the back there either, is there? No, the fact that we've got to... that we can't tip direct. Well, I don't think we can tip direct. If we can't tip direct, it does kind of render this one a little bit useless for this job, in which case we'll go and sell it back and we'll try again. So we want to head over this way. Let's go into cab on this one. It's quite nice in cab on this one. It's a pleasant cab, and it's not quite the same as the other one. The other one, you didn't have any kind of bonnet at all. And the old version of this one, I think it was in FS17, that didn't have much. It was shaped slightly different on the front as well, I'm sure of it. I'm sure that it had slightly different shape on the front, which made it a lot better for using. Now, come in under there. See, this one fits, right? We can go right in underneath. We got no problems with that whatsoever. And I guess that any standard trailer would fit underneath it as well, so we're not really going to have... There's nothing that we can sort of complain about too much on there. It's just the main problem is going to be, with this one, is unloading it. It's a little bit slow unloading the Rossel mash, but I mean, it's not too bad. So there's 10,500 litres of corn, of barley that we've got in here. We're going to take this back down to the yard, and the only thing is, does it unload itself? If this one unloads itself, then perfect, we will keep this one and we will use it. If it doesn't, we're going to run this one back to the shop, we're going to sell it, and we're going to get something different. Now, the Rossel mash combine that we've got, we're not going to finish this harvest in the allotted time for the trial, so we're going to... I think what we'll do is we'll just keep the combine. We won't bother selling it or anything like that. We'll just keep it completely, and we won't do anything else. So we've got pipe out right there. I can detach, and I got pipe out. I've also got something on there. Oh, that's the end of the auger right there. It's a bit that's wiggling there. See, right there, like that. Okay. So there's no option to tip at the moment. But when I backed up here with the last one, it came up with the symbol to tip, to show me that I could. Does this one have a tip option? There is no tip option. I'm pressing the tip button. It doesn't work. So the only other option that we've got is whether or not the auger wagon would unload straight into there. Some auger wagons will unload into a grain point like that. Some of them won't. I mean, I've unloaded combines into them. But this one doesn't look like it has the option to unload. Oh no, you gotta start overloading of it. No, you don't. It does it automatically. Pipe in, detach, unload here, left, right. If I do the unload here, what we need to be aware of is what's happening down there. If I go like that, no. That's not loading it into the farm silo system. All that's going to do, actually, is just making a heap of it underneath the map. So this isn't an option. This isn't going to work. So we're going to put that pipe in. Unfortunately, we cannot use the Eco Terra variant thing because there's no actual, just a base trailer. You'd have thought that it would have some kind of just simple tipper trailer that we could stick on this one and use that, but it's not an option. And I've got to say, I am disappointed with that. I thought that there would actually be something here that we could use, and it would actually be quite cool. It would be a lot of fun to be able to use that. Let's have a look through. I will just double check, but yeah, you just quickly skip up to the mods. It's very easy to see if you've got anything on a frame, and there is nothing here that is on frame that we can use. So we're going to go to the Vicini Tetra right there. I'm going to select that one, and I'm going to buy that one. This is an it is a massive trailer. It is an absolutely huge trailer. It might be a little, I mean, I have used it before somewhere. It's a monstrously huge trailer. Absolutely monstrous. Still, it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be fun using this one, and it's also about the same height as the one that we got on here, so that shouldn't be a problem either. And there, see, it just unloads straight away. We could do it like this, so that we don't have to run that Vicini Tetra around the field quite so much. We could use that as like the long distance run between the two, but no, I don't think we will. We'll bring this one back in. We will sell the Terra variant. Bring that one to there. Switch you off. We'll sell this one back so that we get our full refund on it, because we could actually do with the money coming back. So sell the grain tank, like that, and then bring that one in and sell that one for the 249,000 that we paid for that one. So we've got this trailer here, which means barley is on 89%, so we're going to get back to the combine just in time to start unloading it. We'll bring you up through, and we'll go racing up there, and that trailer should fit into the storage system on the farm. I'd like to know where the actual game silos are, because there's got to be silos for the actual farm, the ones that show up on the in the menu, because they don't seem to be at the cattle yard. Full tank already? That was quick. It was on like 88% when I looked just now. I suppose he might have been messing around on some of the corners. So we'll head up through here like this. Up this track. Yeah, see, this would be terrible for doing the time-lapse on right there. I'd have to remove a load of those trees. But I don't think that would be a bad thing. I know a few farms that keep the trees right back from tracks. They don't have anything overhanging their tracks anywhere, and all the trees are actually cut back by quite a way, all the way around the farm. And it looks quite good, actually. It works. It's something that does actually work fairly well. So we'll start that one there. Just put a little bit in there like that, and then I'll back up and he will start. And then while he's going down across the fields, we can run along beside him and unload. Oh, hang on. I made a mistake. I don't always have this on. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. If you go here, like that, and then you go into the options right there. I want to actually increase the turn angle. There to 100%, and then also wait during unload. I want to turn that off. Okay. Bring that one down. Right. He's away. I will go in here, and we will start moving. So while the combine is unloading, we can run along beside it down across the field. And this will mean that we can actually get more from the combine into the trailer. It should just sort of speed things up just a little bit. Especially as the combine's not going to be stopping to wait every time. Bring that one up to there. Right, now I've always found that the best thing to do at this point is just to back up out the way. Let that one start doing its turning. And then come chasing down after it. It's going to go in round that corner. We'll probably... Now, once we finish the third time round, we'll probably start just working up and down across the field. The only issue with that is that you do have to make sure that you unload on the right side, and that can be a little bit more awkward with the hired help, but I still think it'd be better because of bailing the field up afterwards. It's just going to make life a little bit easier for us once we get to that point. Bring that all the way along there. Right, so we've got 22,500 litres in there. This one could actually just park up a minute. We don't need to do anything with this for a second. So I'm going to stop that one there, and I'm going to go over this way to... Oh, I see. Right, that one's there. We're going to go over here to this one, and we've run out of time for today's episode. So I don't know what the sound quality is going to be like part way through. If it was a bit messed up, I really do apologise. Unfortunately, sometimes this does happen. There's not a lot that I can do about it. Yeah, so hopefully it's not going to be too bad. Now, the fact that I picked up on it, it should be able to make sure I've edited it out all right. We'll see. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And remember, next week, I'll be doing the vote again for where we're going to go for the following 4-week session. We will include this map, and then I'm going to be adding in 4 other maps. So I want suggestions down below for different maps you would like me to include in the vote for next week. So we'll see what comes. I always quite look forward to all the different suggestions that you give me. So yeah, that will be. We'll start that next week. But anyway, until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.